Never heard of this guy.
It's Todd. It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Mondays are fine.
5 to 7.
On the radio.
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. He's a nut. Real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben? Come on. Yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure. By golly, it's clean, clear to Flagtown. Come on. Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. Mercy sakes alive, looks like we've got us a convoy.
Come on, join our convoy. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. We gonna roll this fucking convoy across the USA. Convoy.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. A live stream is rolling like an 18-wheeler on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So why all the trucker talk to start the show? Well, there's a story out there on WHIO.com. Saw this a little while ago. If you travel the highways and the byways of the Miami Valley, in particular, I-70, that's the one that travels east and westbound. You may be driving next to a partially autonomous semi-trailer. Yes. They started making round trips between, I guess, Dayton and Indianapolis, or maybe Dayton or Columbus and Indianapolis, wherever that is. They're coming through the Miami Valley. It doesn't matter. It's right here in Dayton. And it started this week. These are semi-trucks that are partially autonomous. Now, what does that mean, partially autonomous? Well, it means that these trucks are driving by themselves. They're using GPS, they're using sensors, they're using cameras. They are essentially driving themselves. However, there is a trucker inside the cab, in the passenger or in the driver's seat, just in case, something happens. And the way this is working, these two trucks, they make this round trip along I-70. They're carrying freight for a company called Ease Logistics. And it's kind of interesting because the truck in front is controlling the truck in back. So this truck, when it speeds up or slows down or changes lanes or whatever it might be, the truck behind it does the same. And I got thinking, it's like, well, how do you feel about this idea? Because ultimately, the goal is to not have drivers at all, right? The idea is that these trucks will somehow just manage to drive themselves with nobody inside, because otherwise, what's the point? Now, they say that this is going to cut down on accidents. It's going to be safer. But, I don't know. And I know that this autonomous driving is so super new. But I just don't know. Now, it's one thing for a car like a Tesla, right? That has a lot of those cars have that feature. I guess it's extra. But it has the ability to drive itself. Now, most of the time, somebody's in there. I guess there is a feature where if your car is parked somewhere in a parking lot, using GPS, you can, I guess, hit a button and it'll start itself. It'll back out of the spot and come to where you are and pick you up like some sort of valet. And I guess that's kind of cool. But it's a different thing when it's a semi truck opposed to a little Tesla. I mean, even the Cybertruck, as goofy as that looks, it's still not much bigger than a regular SUV. But a semi truck, that is concerning. I feel, they talked to a trucker for this story that, again, you can see on WHIO.com, where he's like, I carry steel. That's what I carry on the back of my truck, between 80 and 85,000 pounds of steel. And he's like, I want people to think about that, and that there's a truck out there that could, in the future, could have no driver, only be controlled by, I guess, GPS and computers and sensors and cameras, that has 85,000 tons of steel on the back. That is not an easy vehicle to slow down or stop on a dime if you have to. But I just wonder if it will be actually, quicker to respond than a driver. Now, a driver, can make quick decisions, but can it make as quick of a decision as a computer and sensors? I don't know. But here's the other thing. A trucker can get drowsy. A trucker can get distracted, as any driver can, right? So, I feel like this is one of those things where maybe I'm wrong on this. I feel like we should all be in agreement with, I feel like we should all sort of decide whether or not we want to have these autonomous semis out there on the road. I'm not super thrilled about autonomous cars, but I think that ship has sailed to a certain extent, and maybe it's the same with the semis, that this is just the next step in the evolution of, taking jobs like that away and giving them to quote unquote robots, because that's essentially what it is. It's not, like a scary robot sitting behind the wheel, but it's all autonomous. It's all robotic. It's all AI. So I'd just be curious. I mean, how do you feel about that? If you're out there on I-70 or 75 or wherever it might be, you could at some point be driving next to a driverless semi truck. And it won't stop with that. It'll end up being construction vehicles too. I mean, that's the evolution, isn't it? Eventually. I don't know how I feel about that. And somebody on the live stream makes a great point. Who do you get mad at in a road rage incident when the truck cuts you off or something like that happens? I don't know. Maybe you've got some thoughts on that. 937-457-1290. This particular study being done by ODOT is going to analyze how different weights and weather conditions impact the trucks. And they really do believe that this technology is going to increase safety on the road, but many drivers of trucks are like, nah, not at all. But this project is going to go on for the next year, and it costs the U.S. Department of Transportation $8.8 million. So get your thoughts on that, 937-457-1290. It's also tax day. I remember years and years ago working in radio on tax day, and this is all before the e-filing. Man, oh man, tax day was like a big deal. And there'd be lines of cars wrapped around post offices throughout the Miami Valley, especially the one downtown. I remember setting up tents. I remember giving away pizza. I remember doing live radio remotes as people drove up and dropped their envelope in that gigantic bin. And, oh man, that was a big to-do. And now it's like, yeah, you just hit a button. Just hit send. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. But, yeah, times have changed, definitely. Let's talk to Bradley in Fairborn. Hey, Bradley.
Hey, how's it going, sir?
Good. What's shaking, man?
Hey, not much. Just out driving, doing DFW stuff.
Cool. What's up?
So I'm listening to your show about the Tesla Cybertrucks, driving trucks.
Well, really, the
Semi-trucks,
semis, those big rigs.
Right.
Yeah.
My dad's a truck driver, and he used to haul the flatbeds and the coils of steel. And his worst fear was, hitting the brakes. And it's not the trucker stopping for the car. It's that steel breaking free off the bed and slamming into the cab of the truck.
Yeah.
And killing the driver in case of a bad accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been driving my Jeep Wrangler, and I've got the adaptive cruise control.
Mm-hmm.
And I will literally be on my phone more because the Jeep itself is keeping me a safe distance from what's in front of me.
Right.
And then I also have a Jeep Renegade, and it's got the lane departure sensors. And I will literally play with the steering wheel, and it will keep me inside my lane. And if I'm not touching the steering wheel, the sensors go off.
Yeah, I've got both of those on my vehicle, and it's kind of nice, but it's also a little annoying at times. But you can turn it off.
It is annoying. It is, but it's crazy how the computers are fairly accurate and to me safe. And if something happens, it deactivates and the user has to come back on.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm okay with the driverless semis, honestly, because if there's a car accident, they can see it faster and it's safer. The truck driver does get killed. Well, now it's a computer.
Well, I mean, I get that. It could be safer for drivers in those situations for sure. I mean, you can replace a computer. You can't replace a trucker.
I don't say every truck driver, but definitely, there's some dangerous.
I got you.
All around.
Yeah, I got you. All right, Bradley. I appreciate your call, buddy. Be safe out there. You got a comment on that? 937-457-1290. Coming up, we got a current events quiz. We also have a Damn It Dog. And it is Tasty Tuesday.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize.
You'll see. He'll grow on you. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, Clinton, that's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. All right. Hey, everybody on TikTok. We've got, let's see, Looking Buff, MacGyvers. Who else? Eric Cohn, Chris, Amber. Hey, Amber, how you doing? Thanks for liking the show. Appreciate that. Ooh, Mr. Cheetos joined. Hey, Mr. Cheetos, what's shaking? I'm Mr. Cheez-It. I really am. I am known as the King Cheez-It of Dayton. And I didn't give myself that title. Somebody else did. Let's see. What kind of mail? Messages. Hey, don't forget, I have tickets. I'm going to mention this on the air. I forgot to mention it just now, but I've got tickets for Blink 182. So when you hear a clip of All the Small Things, just be the fifth caller and you'll score tickets to see Blink 182 at Cincinnati. Hey, Brittany, how you doing? Fire God is here. Let's see, start a flash goal. I don't know what that means, but hey, Zach, how you doing? Hey, Ron, thanks for checking out the show tonight. Oh, is Leslie's here? Just checking. I have an email that that she might be interested in a little bit later. Hey, Shar, how you doing? Hey, Lana. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Hey, Tammy, how are you? Mario Toasted. Hey, how you doing? Oh no, yeah, very windy today. I saw a couple blowing Easter decorations in the wind today. I left here for lunch today and was in Oakwood, and I saw a couple of bunny ears on the side of the road. Do 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 do.
A lawsuit against Lyft is thrown out by a judge. We'll have the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
And now for our devoted listeners, back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. If you're on your way home from work, don't be surprised if you see your Easter decorations blowing down the street. I was out today during lunch, and I was going through Oakwood, that area right there on 48, and a couple of places I saw some Easter decorations that weren't faring too well in the heavy breeze today. So be on the lookout for flying Easter bunnies. 937-457-1290, talking about partially semi-autonomous semis. A little bit redundant there, but yeah, they're on the roads on I-70 between Dayton and Indianapolis. Semis that are driving themselves. Now, there's a driver inside, but the future is driverless for sure. Bill and Dayton, what's up, Bill? What are your thoughts?
Well, these trucks have been on the road now for many, many years. Up on the turnpike, they've been running fully autonomous.
Oh, no drivers at all. Is that what you're saying? A completely autonomous, no drivers?
Yeah, fully autonomous. Now, they've just recently done that, but what they started with was what they called tethered. So you had one truck in the front of five, and the only truck that had a driver was the front truck.
All right, so they were all connected and sort of followed the leader, so to speak.
Absolutely. Now, just to give a little bit of insight, the trucking company that I work for, their electronic log system has interior cameras. And the AI is so good on these cameras that it knows if you have a cup of coffee, a hamburger up to your mouth, you're picking your ears, or looking to the left or right. So as AI gets better, which it's doing, once it's able to make those decisions and reason out what's going on in front of it, you're going to see trucks in the next 3 to 4 years that'll be completely driverless.
Well, that'll be interesting to see what happens, Bill. I appreciate it. I got the news here. I'd hate to get called out by AI for picking my nose. You know, you get called into HR, you got to stop doing that in the cabinet.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Live from the
Well, Kim, that's a good question. I mean, I would assume that the wind is going to affect autonomous trucks the same way as they would affect driver trucks. Does that make sense? Trucks with drivers. And I would imagine they would be able to handle the shifting wind. All right, who we got on the TikTok? We got Benjamin A. Benjamin. Margarita is watching. Thank you. What's going on? Hey, Singleton, what's going on? Thanks for watching. Lana, I don't know. I'm guessing that a lot of the cameras, probably the camera for the the cab is inside, and it'll know to clear the windows, but I don't know. Mr. Holst, you're not allowed to eat cheese that's inside the cabin. Please refrain from eating Cheez-Its. I don't know exactly what happened, but somebody messaged me and said, I hope they get the 1290 signal fixed. So I think there was an issue yesterday. Should be working today, though. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Thanks for checking us out on TikTok. Do. I'm going to tease for current events. Hey, Walter, how you doing?
We break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
Be of good cheer and call me.
Call me now!
Call me.
He's laughing at us right on the radio.
Least we could do is get him on the radio and talk to him.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Well, last night was a pretty good night for the city of Dayton. We were in the spotlight. I'll say we were in the spotlight with the WNBA draft. We had 2 local women who are going to play in the NBA. Let's see, the first one, Maddie Westveld. She went to Fairmont, graduate in 2020. She was the Gatorade Ohio Girls Basketball Player of the Year that year. She went to play at Notre Dame, and now she's been drafted to play for the Chicago Sky, which is cool. She was the 16th pick overall. And then also Bree Hall. She went to Wayne High School. She was a 2021 graduate. She played at the University of South Carolina, and she's going to go play for the Indiana Fever. So that's pretty cool. Two local ladies who are going to the big show. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. That's a dream come true. We have a current events quiz. If you'd like to take the quiz, 937-457-1290. We've got a couple of Evening Edge coolies. These coolies will chill your cans in the hot spring and summer months. I've been assured that it is going to get warm again. Well, it's going to get warm this spring. That's what I've been told, but we'll see. Doesn't seem like it. If you'd like to take the current events quiz, be the 5th caller at 937-457-1290. We're also talking about partially autonomous semi-trucks. Story on WHIO.com today that a couple of these trucks have been, driving on I-70 this week. These are not completely autonomous trucks. There's drivers in there, but for the most part, they're driving themselves using cameras and sensors and GPS, the whole deal. And I had a couple of questions. Folks from the live stream made some good points. Is it possible that one day, because everything that is electronic, whether it's online, whether it's your car, your phone, whatever it is, at some point it's going to get hacked. Somebody's going to hack it. Somebody's going to figure out how to do it. Whether it's a foreign power that's doing it or some angry ex-employee. That's how it always ends up happening. So what happens with that? Can somebody take control of the trucks? I know that sounds a little crazy, but it could happen. The other thing that I was thinking, sometimes traffic is stopped on the highway. Yeah, like you need me to tell you that. For long periods of time. Long periods of time. What happens when the truck, and if there is no driver, is sitting there? I'm assuming at this point it's still going to be using diesel fuel. Could it run out of gas? I mean, what happens then? Nobody there to take care of it. Nobody's sitting there. Oh man, I got to get off the highway. Got to get off the highway. What happens with that? Let's talk to Bob and Moraine. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right, sir.
What's up, man?
How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing pretty well.
Okay, hey, just going through your point, it's not just the trucks. Why does everything have to be computerized? We are just letting this computer stuff take over.
Well, I'll tell you,
for ourselves.
Bob, I'll tell you exactly why. And I don't agree with it. I'll say that up front. I don't agree with it, but I'll tell you why it's happening. It's because it's cheaper for corporations to invest in technology like that than to pay you or somebody else to work for them. Your hourly wage, your yearly salary, your health insurance, whatever it is, it's much cheaper for them to invest in, that technology and robotic technology than to keep paying you and other people to do the job. That's why.
Well, sir, I'm 61 years old, and I was back in the 80s when I first started working and robotics took over. and they just took over the small companies, but now it's just taking over anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what it is.
I don't want nobody to drive a truck beside me or a car or anything like that.
No, I got you. Bob. Thank you. I appreciate your call. Real quickly, James in Kettering. What's up, James?
Hey, Todd.
Hey.
I don't think that right now is when they have to be real worried. I think they need to worry once it gets rolled out and the companies don't do their maintenance on the trucks.
Yeah.
And then how's it going to sit there and say, okay, front tire just blew out. How's that going to react?
Right. Yeah. And what's going to happen once, if I'm assuming that if something like that would happen, the computer would be able to pull the truck over to the side of the road, out of the way. But then what? Right. I mean, there's a human element that could sort of maybe alleviate some of that issue. That who knows if somebody watching on a camera at a headquarters 500 miles away is going to be able to deal with it. You know what I mean? Or what if it hits a deer? Trucks hit deers all the time. I think I lost him. What's going to happen then? I don't know. All right, we got let's see, we got Rob in Urbana. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
I am doing great, Todd. I hope you're having a good day too.
I am. I wish it would become more spring-like. It was nice yesterday, but today, once again, it's just kind of cloudy and windy, and I'm just ready for the good weather, aren't you?
Yes, I am beyond ready.
Yeah. All right, well, you called in to play the current events quiz, so let's get it going here.
Oh, my God. Listen, everybody. It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot. Can you answer the question? I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Rod, you are playing for a couple of really cool Evening Edge coolies. These will keep your cans chilled when it gets hot out.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Rod, you know how to play the current events quiz?
Yes, I just did it last year, so I'm a veteran now.
You're a veteran. All right. Now, what'd you win last year? Do you remember?
Well, the coffee mug that I still haven't picked up yet.
Oh, Rod, you're one of those people. I've got a giant stack of coffee mugs on my desk that nobody's picked up. It's crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. All right. Well, will you come pick this up?
Well, I probably will, since the prices are piling up now.
I'll put the koozies inside the mug, so that way you can enjoy a hot cup of Joe with me, and then later that night you can throw a couple of cans of whatever you want in the coolies. All right, I'm going to give you 3 questions, 3 possible answers, and it's either A, B, or C. And what's the answer every time, Rod?
Well, I don't necessarily want to reveal it, but I think I know in advance.
Yes, you do. It's C. All right. All the questions tonight have to do with guys being naked. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. Here's question number 1. Cops in Great Britain arrested a 71-year-old man for intentionally burning down a bungalow while he was naked and high on A, crushed yellow Easter peeps, B, granola and Gatorade, or C, a psychoactive substance known as monkey dust.
Wow, that sounds like something someone would do on monkey dust, which is C.
You got it. That's right.
Oh, great.
But don't dare mix granola and Gatorade. Just don't do it. You're asking for trouble. All right,
Okay.
Here's question number 2. Cops in Monticello, Kentucky, arrested a naked man spotted walking along a highway. When arrested, he told the cops he was A, he got lost on the Bourbon Trail. That can happen after some bourbon. B, was showing off his Blue Moon of Kentucky, if you know what I mean. Or C, going to look for some pants.
Well, I would hope that he would be going to look for some pants, so that's C.
You got it. That's Yep. I don't know if he had seen a pair of pants previously along the highway or what, but he was out looking for him. All right, here's question number 3 for the big win. Cops at Disneyland in California arrested a naked man who was high on drugs and was A, bathing in the Finding Nemo attraction, B, roaming the park and singing "It's a Small World After All," or C, dancing on the balcony of a restaurant in New Orleans Square.
I'm going to guess that one would be C.
You got it. You got it. And of course, it was caught on video. Welcome to Disney, kids. You're the winner, Rod. Hang on the line. We'll get your details and we'll get, you can come pick it up, buddy. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Todd.
Yep. Hang on the line and we'll get your details for that.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, Jared, how you doing? Hey, Steven. Hi, Mia. How you doing? Thanks for watching the live stream tonight on TikTok. And all you edge heads out there on Facebook and YouTube. Do.
This is not your grandparents' kind of senior living, but
Hey, Tim, what's going on, man? How are you? Dennis, that's a good one. That's a good rule. Oh, was he, Marcia? When we going, Tim? When we going ghost hunting? Oh, you're halfway fixed. Which half? Wah, 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 wah. I wouldn't call Tim half broken. Maybe 0.25%. That's what I would say. He's 0.25% broken. Oh, wow. Cool Doc is on. Persephone is on. Hey, Dickie. Hey, Lee.
Casting live from the McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. This is WHIO Dayton and WHIO FM Pleasant Hill. All news, all the time.
The man accused of killing the Gaudreau brothers appears in court today. We'll have the latest at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
You ain't gonna want to miss this.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Next hour, you're going to have an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to see Blink 182. They're going to be down at Riverbend Music Center later this summer, and I've got a pair of tickets. Just be listening for a clip of the song, All the Small Things. You'll hear it, and I'll tell you when to call. But just be the 5th caller, and you will score those tickets. So I saw this story today. And we've talked about this a little bit, that movie Minecraft, right? That's causing all kinds of chaos in movie theaters throughout the country. It's based on a video game, if you don't know. And it tends to be young men, mostly young men. I mean, there's parents there, there's young women there, I'm sure, who are into the Minecraft. But it's mostly guys. It's mostly teenage boys. And during this movie, there are certain scenes that happen, and the kids in the audience go berserk. They just go bonkers. They throw popcorn. They spill their drinks. Some theaters have, they've shown pictures that theater chairs, have been pulled out of the ground by these ruckus kids who are there to watch Minecraft. Well, this happened over the weekend. There was a movie theater. Where's this at? I don't see where the theater is listed, but right before the movie was supposed to start, the people in the theater started hearing this announcement.
For today's presentation of a Minecraft movie, please, no throwing popcorn, and also no lapis lazuli, and also absolutely no chicken jockeys.
Well, that was the voice of Jack Black. The actor who's in the movie Minecraft showed up partially in disguise, but Jack Black is pretty easy to recognize. But he showed up and he got on the microphone and he pleaded with these kids, please do not destroy the theater during a Minecraft movie. So that was kind of a thrill for the kids. Jack Black showing up for that. But this movie is the biggest so far of this year. It's made $281 million in just 2 weeks here in the United States. That is crazy. I don't know what the worldwide amount is, but it's approaching a $500 million for sure.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
All right, we got some paper wads. Paper wads. Oh, I need that one. That's not a paper wad yet. This is a paper wad. All right, there's one. Oh, missed that one. So 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Hey, Shay, how you doing? Hey, Charles, how you doing? Hey, Eddie, Fast Eddie. Sam, how are you? Thanks for watching tonight on the TikTok. On the TikTok. Pretty good. Pretty good. I had some earlier meetings today. I have more early meetings tomorrow. So I've been here a very, very long time today. Not really. But in comparison to what I normally am, yeah. I usually don't get here until about 1 in the afternoon. I'm doing stuff at home, like working, but I just stay at home and then I come in. But this morning I had to be here at 10 o'clock. $79. It's going to be 79. Well, I mean, there are positives to it, my work schedule, but there are drawbacks too. But I just like not having to get up super early in the morning. When I did morning radio, I had to be up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I hated that.
I'm Ron Otto, 1290 at 95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If news breaks, we break in anytime. Now, back to America's most powerful talk lineup. This is WHIO.
Hold on to your panties. The party is about to begin.
I can hardly wait.
I love this show. Check 1, check 2, check 3.
Are we ready?
Check 4.
You know what? Enough talk. It's showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now. 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
There's 3 rules that I live by. Never get less than 12 hours sleep. Never play cards with a guy who's got the same first name as a city. And never go near a lady who's got a tattoo of a dagger on her body. Now, you stick with that. Everything else is cream cheese.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. This hour, you're going to have a chance to win tickets to go see Blink 182. They're going to be down at Riverbend Music Center later this summer. And I've got tickets. Just be listening for a clip of the song, All the Small Things. I'll tell you when to call. You'll hear it, and I'll say, hey, that's the cue to call. Just be the 5th caller at 937-457-1290. Want to mention this. We're going to be doing an Evening Edge happy hour. Mark your calendars. May 7th. We're going to be at Buffalo Wild Wings in Xenia. That's on Hospitality Drive. It's located right between Lowe's and Walmart out there. off of 35. I'm going to be there with Harley Davidson of Xenia. It's their first of many, many bike nights. And they're going to be raising money for Children's Hospital on the K99.1 FM Radiothon. We'll have more details as we get closer. But I wanted to put it on your schedule because we don't get a lot of opportunities as Edgeheads to get together and mingle. But this will be one. This will be one of those opportunities. The Evening Edge Happy Hour, once again, May 7th. It's a Wednesday at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Xenia with Harley Davidson of Xenia. And today, of course, is Tuesday, which means it's Tasty Tuesday.
Why don't you go inside and get yourself a tasty snack? Want a bite? They're real tasty. How you got so big that you food up this guy?
It was tasty, delicious, and tasty.
When you're hungry, everything looks tasty.
That was piecey little hors d'oeuvre.
Well, I love talking about food because it's one thing we can all sort of get on the same page with, right? You may not agree on politics or religion or sports teams. So many things divide us. So many things. But we all love a good meal. And that's why I like talking about food, especially on Tasty Tuesday. Well, there's a lot of people that are excited about this. I have yet to try Dolly's Burgers and Shakes. Now, this is the place that the company that is moving into a number of the empty Frisch's stores. Those restaurants, Frisch's closed locally, and they left all these empty buildings. Well, now Dolly's Burgers and Shakes, that's the working name. I guess it's a company out of Michigan, and they are a big boy company, but they can't use the word Frisch's because of lawsuits and entanglements and, bad feelings and all that. So it's Dolly's Burgers and Shakes. Now, we've had a couple that have already opened. I believe there's one up in Troy. I think the other one was maybe in Springboro, but I saw this today on WHIO.com that they plan on opening up a Dolly's Burgers and Shakes inside the empty Frisch's store in Huber Heights on Old Troy Pike, Inglewood on South Main, Fairborn, Colonel Glenn Highway, Kettering on Wilmington Pike, Bellbrook on Wilmington Pike, and Xenia on West Main Street. Please, for the love of God, Dolly, please open up a store in Beaver Creek. There's a Frisch's there, and it's right close to my house. I would please, who do I have to pay off? I would love a Dolly's Burgers and Shakes right there in Beaver Creek on North Fairfield. That would be great. Opening dates have not been announced, but they'll get to it. Hot Pockets. Who doesn't love a good Hot Pocket? And Hidden Valley Ranch have teamed up to deliver 2 new flavor-packed snacks for fans of bold tastes and quick bites. This is exciting. Ranch Lovers, pepperoni, and Ranch Lovers buffalo-style chicken. So it's, like a pizza type of Hot Pocket with a crust seasoned with Hidden Valley Ranch. And then the buffalo-style chicken pairs tender chicken with Hidden Valley Ranch, buffalo-style ranch sauce. So that sounds yummy, yummy. And those are available now. And according to the newest release data from Techmonic, it's a company that takes a look at restaurants throughout the country, of the top 10 largest restaurant chains in the U.S. Now, this has changed. For a long time, the number one restaurant chain. Let me, Bryn, hop on, my producer tonight. I always enjoy talking to you, Bryn. Take a guess. Think of national big restaurant chains. What do you think is number one?
Fast food included or no?
No. These are more like sit-down restaurants.
Okay.
Like you'd find fast food by the mall too, but like a bigger place, like a Chili's or something like that.
Ooh, Olive Garden?
That used to be number one. That was number one, and it's been number one since 2018, but this year it was kicked off the top of the list. Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is number one now, followed by the aforementioned Olive Garden, Chili's Bar, Grill and Bar, Applebee's number 4, Buffalo Wild Wings number 5, Number 6 is Longhorn Steakhouse. Number 7, Outback Steakhouse. My wife and I have really been enjoying the Outback a couple times. We go to the one down near Sugar Creek. They do a good job there. Number 8, the Cheesecake Factory. Number 9, Red Lobster. And number 10, Red Robin. Yeah, Red Robin. And by the way, if you are a Red Robin fan, this is kind of cool. Beginning April 17th, and there's only a limited number of these. If you go to their website, redrobin.com/National Burger Month, and there's hyphens in between those words, National Burger Month, you can register to win a bottomless burger pass. Now, this is kind of cool. If you win, it'll cost you $20. But throughout the month of May, which is National Burger Month, you can have as many hamburgers as you want. All you got to do is show this pass, and you will get all the burgers that you want and all of the sides that you want for $20. That's not bad. But you got to win it first. You got to win it. Of course, this weekend is Easter. And Bryn, hop on there again. I've got a list from ranker.com. You know what ranker.com is?
I assume it ranks things.
You are a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what it does is it asks the readers of ranker.com different categories, and people can upvote or downvote, whatever it is. And they, tally everything together. And it's kind of a working poll. It never ends. It's just people can change their mind over time with different things. But they asked the best Easter candy of all time. Now, I've got the top. Well, I thought I had the top 20, but apparently I only have the top 19. I guess I cut off number 20. Number 20 will be a mystery. We do not know what 20 is. But do you have a favorite Easter candy of all time?
My favorite Easter candy are specifically the Easter pastel-themed M&Ms.
That is on the list. That is number 4.
Really?
On the list. So number 1, the Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Oh, those are good too.
Yeah, those. I'm not a big peanut butter fan, though. I enjoy peanut butter and chocolate together. But honestly, those are a little too peanut buttery for me. It's a little too much. Cadbury mini eggs are number 2. Then number 3, the chocolate Lindt Gold Bunny. You've seen those. It's a little gold bunny. It's like an Easter bunny wrapped in gold paper, and it has a little bow on it.
Yeah.
Little red bow. Then your Easter pastel M&Ms are number 4. Number 5 is my favorite. It's the Cadbury cream egg.
I do not like cream eggs.
Really?
No.
Really? Man, I used to make myself so sick when I was a kid on those Cadbury cream eggs. My mom had to start to ration them out. I just how many did I get?
That's funny.
Yeah. Number 6, Cadbury caramel egg. Number 7, now I like these. Do you like Whoppers? Not the hamburger.
They're okay. Not
Yeah.
my favorite.
It's kind of an older sort of snack. I remember growing up with Whoppers, and they used to come in and I think you can still get them, but they came in what looked like a cardboard milk jug, and you just crack it open like an old milk jug, and you
drink them.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I did do that. Number 8, number 7 is the Whopper Robin eggs. Number 8, the Hershey solid milk chocolate eggs. Those are good. Number 9, another one of my favorite, Jelly Bellies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love the jelly beans. Now, do you like black licorice jelly beans at all? Do you like black? You don't like black? Yeah. Not very many people do anymore. I think, again, it's an older person thing. Like most young people I know do not like black licorice. Number 10, Snickers egg. Number 11, Hershey's Easter solid milk chocolate bunny. I will say that I do prefer a solid chocolate bunny opposed to a hollow chocolate bunny.
Really? That's too much for me.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the hollowness of it. It doesn't seem like you're getting a lot of chocolate.
It's easier to bite too, I think.
I suppose. They're more fun though to put in the microwave.
Why would you do that?
Just for syrup, like chocolate, like a chocolate dip or something. You could dip your fingers in it. Number 12, the Nestle Butterfinger Nest Eggs. Number 13, Marshmallow Peeps. Now, there's a hot button item. Do you like Peeps?
I do. I like them better when they're stale, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, those are fun to put in the microwave.
Yeah, they blow up real big.
They do. Number 14, Russell Stover Marshmallow Eggs. Number 15, Jelly Beans. Those are non-Jelly Bellies. Number 16, Sweet Tarts Chicks, Ducks, and Bunnies. Number 17, the Russell Stover Itty Bitty Bunnies. I don't think I've ever had those. Number 18, Jordan Almonds. I don't know what those are.
They're like they're almonds with basically just like sugar on the outside. They're not great.
Oh, they're not great. And then number 19, the milk chocolate covered marshmallow Peeps. So it's Peeps just dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not had those. But
I mean,
I guess if you like the Peeps and you like chocolate, you can't go wrong. And as I said previously, number 20 of the best Easter candy of all time will remain a mystery because I accidentally cut off number 20 on the list. So use your imagination.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Am I frozen? Was I frozen on your phone? I'm sorry. Hey, Wallace, how you doing? The defrost button. That's funny. All right, I got a couple of paper wads. Whoosh. Thank you, J-Man. I appreciate that. All right, Leslie, I've got your email coming up. I told you about last hour. Not your email, but a email. So brace yourself.
New details in the death of a famous actor. We'll have that for you at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
This is a job for Weenie Man.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Say so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. And then we'll go on another windmill. Say so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. And then we'll go on a little windmill.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. That was the cue to call. Link 182, all the small things. Caller 5, you're going to score a pair of tickets to see Link 182 down at Riverbend Music Center later this summer. So good luck. And be caller number 5. We got some mail.
Sit back down and shut your trap. It's time for mail call. Message for you, son.
You should see a fan mail.
You got a message.
I got your letter. Amazing what you can accomplish by mail.
Congratulations, Skippy. You've got mail.
If you'd like to send me an email, it's eveningedgetodd@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Messenger or many of the platforms, social media platforms, at Evening Edge Todd. Hi, Todd. I so enjoy your show. Thank you. I'm going to give you a little. It gives this native Texas girl transplant a sense of community by enjoying your time on the air with your other listeners. Keeping that in mind, I'd like to gift the lovely hard hat that Mary made. Yeah, last week and the week prior, we gave away the handsome hard hats to keep your noggin safe when you're in downtown Dayton because of all the falling bricks and facade. Keeping that in mind, I'd like to gift the lovely hard hat that Mary made to devoted listener Leslie. Leslie is a hardcore edgehead, and she watches the live stream almost every night, even when she's working. And she tried very hard to win one of the handsome hard hats. And in fact, she even got through one night thinking that she had won, when in fact, she had not. But Caroline Evening Storm, who won last week, this is so cool. That whole crazy incident on the air recently really makes me want her to have this hard hat instead of buying one and putting some of Mary's great stickers on it. So if you all can contact her and let her pick it up, it would make me super happy. Thanks for your free of politics fun every day. God bless, Caroline. Well, Caroline, that is awesome. So she is donating her handsome hard hat to Leslie. Now see, this is what I love about the Edgeheads. You're all just the best listeners in radio, and I'm so grateful. So kind. Man, oh man, that's cool.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper.
It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Yes, Leslie, you won. So all you and I need to do, Leslie, is connect and figure out a time for you to come pick it up. So send me a message on Messenger or email or whatever. Let me know. So just let me know, Leslie, okay? And we'll hook it up. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want me to hold on to it that long. I mean, I know it's only a couple of weeks away, but it's up to you. Whatever you want. We have a laptop. Where did that come from? We have a paper wad. Oh, see, it screwed it all up. Hank the dog is on. Hey, Hank the dog, how you doing? Hope you're well. I'd love to know where people are watching from or joining from. I don't know about anybody else, and I know how this is going to sound. I'm going to bring this up on the show. I don't know if anybody heard the story about Gene Hackman. they found rat droppings around their house and all, and they think that's what killed him. They got the hantavirus. It's crazy. Yeah. No, I know, but no, there's new news today that the property was a breeding ground for infestation. They thought that that was the cause, but they weren't sure, at least at the time, how she had obtained the hantavirus. But it's like, yeah.
To America's most powerful talk lineup, this is WHIO.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully. Boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk into the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. This story of Gene Hackman passing away along with his wife is the story that will not go away. Now, I don't mean to sound heartless. That's not my intent. But it just keeps getting weirder and weirder. So, you remember he passed away, right? And his wife, they were found. This was a big story. We talked about it on the show. And then it was found out that the wife, Betsy Arakawa, died of the hantavirus. And it's believed that after she died, Gene Hackman, who was, dealing with dementia and other health problems or whatever, wasn't able to care for himself, and that he died a couple of days later. Well, hantavirus is what you get from rodent droppings. That's one of the, So there was some question at that time, and that's been out now for a couple of weeks. It maybe even a month. But there was some question of like, well, how did she get that? Because nobody knew for sure what the story was. They didn't know what the condition, at least they weren't saying it publicly, what the condition of the house was. Well, now there's the story that their multi-million-dollar property, $4 million New Mexico property, was a breeding ground for infestation of rats. They found dead rodents, droppings, and nests across 8 buildings on their property. Rat feces was found in 2 small homes, 3 sheds, 3 garages, and 2 vehicles. Rodent activity was also found in 3 detached garages. But no infestation in their main house. That's according to the local public health department. But how does that happen? How does that happen? Now, I don't know if she had dementia. He did. That's been sort of documented. But I don't know what her situation was. And just because you might have money or you're a big celebrity actor doesn't mean that you're going to have people coming in and cleaning your house and taking care of things. The stories that I've read is that he was somewhat absent from his family's life, like his children and he were not talking, so maybe there was just nobody to come and take care of him or look in on him. It's just a sad story, but it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. The story that of him passing and his wife just won't go away because they keep finding these new things. Just nuts. 937-457-1290. I saw this story today. This is on WHIO.com. And this is kind of interesting because I've gone back and forth on whether or not I want to live a cashless life. Sometimes it's just easier to not carry around cash. And I like using my card, my little, as Clark Howard calls it, the fake credit card, the debit card, but almost everybody has those. Just using that and not worrying about loose change. For the longest time, I've just used my debit card wherever I went. And I never had loose change in my car. When I got my new car, I said, no more loose change. Well, like a couple of weeks ago, idiot me lost my debit card. Truthfully, I think I left it at a Rally's. But yeah, I know. But as soon as I realized that I had to cancel it. So I went a week and a half without a debit card. So I had to go to my wife and she gave me an allowance. Here's some money, here's some cash. So I've been using cash for the last couple of weeks. And then finally I got my debit card replaced. And I've got probably, I don't know, $5 worth of change in my car that it's annoying. It takes up room. Bryn, do you want it? Would you like my loose change? You don't want it either. Nobody wants it. See, this is what I'm saying. The reason I bring this up, that there's a new cashless convenience store that opened up down in the Dayton Arcade. It's called Beyond Grocery. And this downtown Dayton business, it's located in the hub and offers things that you'd find in a regular convenience store. Lots of snacks, plenty of drink options, candy, all kinds of stuff. They've got croissants, cupcakes, cookies, honey buns, all that good stuff. But they don't take cash. They don't take cash. And I kind of like that, not having to carry around a bunch of change. But that's just me. I feel like I'm getting with it. A lot of younger people don't like that. It's just takes up too much room. We've got an Ohio woman story. Well, this happened in Columbus. A woman was arrested there after she allegedly broke into a house And while she was in the house, this is what happened. This is in a little area called Marion Village. I'm not sure where that is in Columbus. But the man in the house said that he woke up and went to the living room to check his thermostat, which many of us will do. You know, the weather is kind of up and down. It's cold, it's warm, it's cold, it's warm. You got to check that and keep an eye on it. While he was there checking out the thermostat, he saw a pair of feet under his living room chair. The victim told police that when he turned on the lights, he saw a woman lying on the floor. He confronted the woman, who reportedly gained access to the home through a kitchen window, and he phoned the cops. The woman, by the name of Brittany Bailey, she's 34, then asked the man if she could use his bathroom. So this woman breaks into a house. She's confronted by the homeowner and then asks, "Hey, can I use your restroom?" Now, let me ask you this question. If you encountered somebody in your home that wasn't supposed to be there, you know, obviously you're startled, and they ask you to use your restroom, would you let them? Probably not. I would say, I don't care if you have to go to the bathroom. Get out of my house now. I wouldn't even try to keep them there until the police got there. I just want them out of my house, lickety split, right? Well, apparently this guy said, yeah, sure, use the bathroom. Now, I don't know the layout of this house, but the story continues. When the man went upstairs to check on her. Now, let's analyze that sentence for a second, okay? Guy's upstairs in bed, comes downstairs to the living room, sees a woman in his house lying on the floor. He sees her bare feet. She says, "Can I use the restroom?" He says, "Yeah, go ahead." So she goes upstairs without him. So did he say, "Yeah, it's upstairs on the right"? Well, guess what? After he went up to check on her, he noticed that his nightstand drawer had been moved. Then the woman runs out of his house, and the next thing the victim heard was his car starting in the driveway. And he watched it back out into the street and drive down the road. He also noted that his wallet was missing from his bedroom. So this guy encounters a woman in his house and says, "Yeah, go ahead, use the restroom." What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Well, she's going to steal your car, steal your wallet. Cops were finally able to catch up with her, and she was arrested on Wednesday. But who would do that? I mean, if I found somebody, and I've often wondered about that. It's like if I encountered somebody in my house, what would I do? I mean, I would panic. I would yell at my wife to call the police. But I'm not going to let them use the restroom. I'm not going to say, "Would you like something cold to drink? How about a snack? I got some Cheez-Its here. How about that? You want to sit down? Watch some TV?" No. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't let him use my bathroom either.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy, a hero.
Oh, he's a keeper. It's fun listening. It's a good ride, but there's never any real danger.
Give it some time, man. You'll realize. You'll see. He'll grow on you. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
That kind of bounced around the inside of the basket. Yeah, exactly. Cross your legs. I would you know what I think I would do? I would be one of those people. I would grab my baseball bat and strip down naked and run at him. Of course you would have, Captain Scurvy. Of course. Hell, you probably left the door unlocked for her. Come on in, sweet cheeks.
7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Get a load of this guy.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
The Misadventures of Damn It Dog.
Damn it, dog! Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Well, this is kind of a, I wouldn't call it a hardcore Damn It Dog story. I threw it in that category just for the sake of it. You remember we had this story maybe a year or so ago about this guy in Japan who spent 15 grand on a high-end costume to make him look like a border collie. And there were videos of him online, people taking him out for walks, him playing in the park, him sniffing other dogs' butts, that kind of thing. And this guy, he got all this attention. Thousands and thousands of viewers on YouTube. His name is, I think it's Toko, T-O-C-O, Toko. Well, last year, at some point, he decided that he wanted to capitalize on his weird fetish. I'm calling it a fetish for sure. And start what he was calling the Toko Zoo. And what this was an attraction, if you will, where people could pay about $300, and for 180 minutes, they could wear a costume much like him and pretend that they're a dog. So he opened this up, and almost immediately it was a hit. Surprisingly, it was a hit. People signed up. They wanted to pay this guy money so they could pretend that they were dogs and real, fancy dog costumes. Well, now he's come out and said that apparently all of those folks, that stream of customers, it's dried up. And he is in danger of having to close his Toko Zoo. So if you've ever thought about A, going to Japan, or B, living your life as a dog, even if it's just for 180 minutes, now is the time. Because he's saying that if he doesn't get more people who are interested in those canine fantasies, his words, not mine, he may have to close up the Toko Zoo come June. So, give it some thought. And go to the Google and just look up Toko Zoo and book your trip now. Well, there you go. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. Don't forget, you can get the podcast of this show at eveningedgetodd.com and many other podcast platforms. And you can go back and watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Have a terrific Tuesday night, and we'll be back tomorrow. It is Wing It Wednesday, just after 5, here on the Evening Edge.
And that's how she wrote.
I got nothing left.
Why don't you just call it a night?
I'm saying it's over, superstar.
That's it, guys. We're all fried.
You guys have a good night.
Unplug everything, wrap it up. Let's go home.
Adios, amigo.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.